Look, eventually, you're gonna hang up the claws, and it's gonna make a lot of people very sad.
Huh?
But one day, your old pal Wade's gonna ask you to get back in the saddle again. And when he does, say yes.
Well, that was a nice bit of surprising news to wake up to on a Wednesday morning, wasn't it? Hello, welcome to my channel where I like to talk about all the geeky pop culture that I like and consume. Things like Doctor Who, Red Dwarf, and, of course, the MCU, which is what we're talking about today, because Ryan Reynolds dropped a video across all his socials, across his YouTube channel, basically everywhere he is online, with a update on Deadpool 3. The long-awaited Deadpool 3. I love the Deadpool movies. Don't know about you, I absolutely love them. They are hilarious. It is the role that Ryan Reynolds was born to play. And we have an update, finally. This video starts with him sitting on his couch, presumably in his house, maybe a set, I don't know. Quite solemnly talking to us via the camera and saying that, sorry we didn't come to D23, the Disney convention, where they announced a whole load of stuff for the MCU and other Disney stuff. But they've been working really hard on Deadpool 3 for a long, long time. And then he goes very serious and he gets very solemn and he's like, this is needs to be something special.
Every Deadpool needs to stand out and stand apart. It's been an incredible challenge that has forced me to reach down deep inside.
This needs to be important, this needs to have something that raises it above the rest, blah de blah de blah. But he has nothing.
I have nothing.
His mind is completely blank, he cannot think of an idea, although they do have one idea. And that is when Hugh Jackman just walks past behind him, heading to the stairs, eating an apple, and Ryan goes,
Hey Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Hugh Jackman, barely acknowledging him, nonchalantly walking past, eating an apple, just says,
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
And that is how we found out that Wolverine is in Deadpool 3. And he's played by Hugh Jackman again. Amazing. We always thought that Logan was going to be his swan song. Guess not. They've obviously paid him the big bucks to come back. Or Ryan has just convinced him because they are good friends. So, what does this mean for the MCU and Wolverine? Is Hugh Jackman the MCU's Wolverine now? Is that what's going to happen? I don't think so. And here's what I think is going to happen instead, or at least one idea of what I think could happen. Maybe two, in fact. But I want to hear your thoughts as well. Let me know how you think this is going to play out. If you agree with me, if you think you've got a different idea of how it might play out. The first thing to remember is we are in the MCU's multiverse phase. We've had multiverses teased, we've had multiverses outrightly be part of plots for two big films now, and a TV series in Loki as well, plus little hints here and there where it's been referenced or, fake out multiverse stuff, but we're firmly in the multiverse stage of the MCU. The second thing to remember is that Deadpool is a Fox universe character. The previous two movies take place in the Fox X-Men universe that all the other X-Men movies have taken place in. So they're not going to want to ditch all of that continuity and all of that character building and stuff for Deadpool. I know they're going to do it with Fantastic Four and all the rest, and they're going to do it with the X-Men eventually, probably. But here, I think, because of the following that these movies have, they're going to want to keep hold of that, because they're keeping Ryan, obviously. Who else could play this character? So they're going to keep the continuity kind of involved as well. So what I think they're going to do, is they're going to start off with it being in the Fox universe. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds being there, doing his thing. Maybe he'll team up with Logan of that universe for some reason or another. They'll encounter each other. And then at some point, very early on in the film, they will get thrown into the multiverse somehow. Deadpool will do his fourth wall breaking about it, and it will be hilarious, and it will be very meta. And they will end up in the MCU together. And that is how we get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in the MCU without him being the MCU's Wolverine, if that makes sense. So we get that, and it allows it to then be recast later on when they bring in the X-Men proper, but to have an MCU movie with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in it. So what then happens at the end of that film? Well, I suspect either Wolverine will die and Deadpool will make some kind of fourth wall joke or reference to how does he die here? He's meant to go back and become old man Logan in the Logan film or something like that, or he'll just go back to the Fox universe. But Daredevil, Daredevil? Not Have I been saying Daredevil? I hope I haven't been saying Daredevil. Deadpool even, will stay in the MCU to do future movies, to do future crossovers, etc., etc. He might appear in other movies, he might just stick to his own little corner and have his own little franchise within the MCU, but I think he might stay in the MCU, Deadpool. And then, obviously, if he's going to stay, he's going to want to bring Vanessa with him, so his lovely, wife? Girlfriend? I can't remember if they got married. But he'll want to bring her with him. You know, he went through so much time travel shenanigans just to save her from dying in the last film that he's not going to just leave her in another universe. He's going to bring her with him, so she'll be here as well, and we can continue the sort of continuity of that character while ditching bits of the continuity they don't want. For instance, they can recast that other character that I can't remember the name of. The one in the bar, the one that runs the bar, that is played by the guy that I can't remember the name of. I can't remember any of these people's names. But the problematic guy, he's problematic now. He's not, they don't want to have him in the film, I assume. So, you know, there's two ways they can get out of that. He's either Deadpool has transferred universes and he just doesn't exist in this universe, and therefore you can carry on without that character, or he does exist in this universe, but he looks like someone else, and you can recast it like that. Easy. Somebody I mean, I know I could look it up, but all my devices are currently offline because I'm recording with one of them, and my other one isn't connecting to the internet at the moment. So tell me in the comments what that person's name is, a character and actor. The other option is that this won't be the Wolverine from the Fox universe, but that Deadpool from the Fox universe will meet another Wolverine from a different universe, but still not the MCU one, and they will come to the MCU together. Sort of like how Patrick Stewart in Multiverse of Madness wasn't playing the Fox universe version of Professor X, but he was playing a variant universe of Professor X. Sort of like that. Could be that option as well. Because I do think we're going to get a recast Wolverine in the MCU eventually. But this is just a nice way to bring in Hugh Jackman one last time. Get him to play around in the sandpit of the MCU a little bit. Who doesn't love a bit of Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds together? Perfect match. Here's a new thought that literally just sprang into my head. We may even meet the new Wolverine in this film in a kind of blink and you miss it cameo. Or maybe in a post-credits scene. Maybe the two Wolverines will meet each other, and that will be our first introduction to the MCU's new Wolverine, a kind of passing of the torch in a way. That could happen. Would you like that? What do you think about that idea? Let me know your thoughts about all of this. If you have a completely different idea of how it will go down, if you like my idea, you know, what you think about two Wolverines played by different actors meeting, let me know all of that in the comments down below. And I will be back for more MCU videos at some point in the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. Please do the things. And I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.